Jack Corbett again, Head of Business Development at ISR Training and Recruitment. Welcome back. Today, we'll be spending a few minutes going through the subject matter of goal setting and action planning. Now, a fantastic study from Cambridge University in 1989 found that only 3% of people have clearly defined written goals. The follow-up study on that showed that those individuals were over 10 times more successful than individuals who hadn't actually taken the time to get their goals down on paper and in a visual format to assist them with their focus moving forward. Now, that's something that we want to change today. So, we're going to be looking at goal setting in a few different fashions. We want to look at short, mid, and long term. One of the main reasons why people don't set goals in the first place is because they're not quite sure how to get started. Sometimes people focus on exactly what they're supposed to do today, and other times people focus on what they want to achieve by the time they've retired when they're 65. But unless you combine those things together and have them ultimately aligned, then what you're doing today is not going to continue serving a purpose for what you want to achieve in your overall vision of success. So, what we want to focus on is having between 6 and 8 life goals. Now, when we talk about life, we're talking about the life that you're living right now. Now, the world, of course, is changing and moving very, very quickly. The world that we live in today is not exactly the same as it would have been, say, 10 years ago in 2005 or 15 years ago in 2000. Contrastly, moving forward, the world that we live in is not going to be the same in 2025 or in 2030. So to set goals in that environment is something that's virtually impossible to do because you're not totally sure, number one, what's going to be important to you at that stage. But number two, you cannot be ultimately confident of the environment that's going to surround the goals that you're setting. So what we want you to do is focus on only having 6 to 8 goals that are arranged within the next 6 to 8 years. Ultimately, one for each year would be perfect. Once we've taken just a few minutes to decide what it actually is that we want to achieve in life, then we have to start breaking it down to what we need to do on a weekly and a monthly basis to be able to move us in a rapid fashion towards those goals. Now, it was absolutely alarming that when we go through our courses here at ISR, we found that almost 80% of the 18 to 24-year-olds that we deal with are individuals that spend at least 2 to 2.5 hours a day on social media. As the age group expanded fractionally up to the 18 to 30, there was a slightly lower percentage of people that were utilizing that amount of time. But still, if you have nearly 2 hours a day to dedicate to social media, we're quietly confident that you have a couple of minutes a day to reaffirm your goals and to make sure they are both captivating and motivating for you. Now, remember, what you focus on, you attract. The important part of making these goals something that are in your conscious as opposed to your unconscious mind is actually getting them written down. Now, we advise you to have them stored in areas that you visit regularly. It might be your bedroom wall, it might be your bathroom mirror, it might be your fridge, it might be the screensaver of your phone or laptop, it might be your desk or the wall in front of your desk where you work. But making sure that you verbalize those goals on a daily and weekly basis will make sure that you start moving towards them in a rapid fashion. Now, when you do set your monthly goals, we want you to do that in 5 different categories. We want you to do it personally. So focusing on things that are purely and simply for you. We want you to look at business and career, ways that you can advance yourself within your position or within the organization that you represent. Financial, having a look at ways to be able to budget and therefore an opportunity to be able to invest the amount that you've saved in the future to move you towards your greater vision of wealth creation. We want you to focus on family and relationships. Remember, this is always the one that does not get the attention and dedication that it requires. The main reason is because, let's look at a financial goal, pay my mortgage. If I don't pay my mortgage this month or this week, the bank is going to foreclose my house. Whereas if I don't call my mother tomorrow, is she going to stop loving me? No. But do not take that for granted. Make sure you dedicate as much attention to those aspects of your life as you do towards your business and your finance, because I am quietly confident that the majority of our watchers today will hold their family very, very close to their heart. Now, remember, focus equals results. What we focus on, naturally we attract. So the more that you continue verbalizing and repeating these goals, the greater opportunity you have to actualize them. I'll finish this short video with a quote from one of our generation's greatest physicists, a gentleman, Albert Einstein. His opinion was that everything is energy, and that is all there is to it. If you match the frequency of the reality you want, you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. That is not philosophy, that is physics. Now, with that quote, I want you guys to go away captivated and motivated to go and write a few things down that you want to achieve in life. If you need any assistance, feel free to email us, admin@isrtrainingandrecruitment.com.au. We will be more than happy to continue supporting you and providing you with documentation that will assist you to write these goals and be able to develop them over the coming weeks and months. We appreciate a few minutes of your time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.